Captain's log. Since our new alliance with the Verdi began, all available ships in the task force had been working round the clock on these new devices provided by them. First Minister Jarek even shared with us the designs for a new jump drive built for their fighters. Chief Tewksbury is in charge of getting them installed in all the fighters in the task force. Commander Hawkins is still trying to get her people up to speed on the new shields and this teleporter device. 1 week has passed, and I hope that all units are operational by the time we're given the green light to make a heading for the Verdian home world.
It's no wonder she's not finished yet.
No, not that one. The red one. The red one. Okay, here. Let me give it a try.
Commander, I would like a word with you.
In a moment, Chief. I've almost got this.
Commander, I strongly urge you to come with me. There's something that is critical with the ship system, and I'd like your opinion on it.
Hold on, Chief. I said I got this.
Hop to it now, Commander. In my office, if you please. I don't want to embarrass you out here.
All right, Chief. Your office, then. All right, Chief. I think an apology is in order right about now.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Well?
Well, I'm waiting for you to apologize to me for your idiotic behavior.
What? What are you talking about?
How did you become chief engineer with that kind of attitude?
My attitude?
Look, you need to quit micromanaging your people, or else you're gonna lose them.
Look, Chief, I'm not here to make friends. I've got lots to do and can't be going around holding hands with people who can't pull their weight around here.
Commander, how long have you served aboard Saratoga? Huh? Years? Months? Weeks? Do you know any of your department heads well enough?
No, I hadn't had the time to.
That's because you've been running around here making your people crazy and second-guessing their work. That woman you just shoved out of the way had been newly promoted a few months back for her top-notch work she and her crew performed on the life support systems.
Sorry, Chief. I did not know.
So, what are you gonna do? You gonna refit the whole ship by yourself? If you keep this up, no one will go out of their way to give you a hand with anything. Look at the people that work under me. I delegate, then I let them go about their business. If they have any problems, they bring it to me. You see how that works?
Listen, mister. You can't go around here twisting senior officers' arms trying to get things done your way. I ought to put you on report for your insubordination.
Go ahead. You think I give a rat's behind your feelings were hurt? I care about this ship and its people getting to where they all gotta go and come back in one piece. So if you wanna go cry, I have some tissue on my desk.
I've never had any enlisted ever try to put me in my place.
Well, then I'm glad to be the first. Now you go run along. Delegate your department heads so they can get some work done without you breathing down their necks. Bye-bye. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time for my lunch break. Let's not have this conversation again.
Vic? Was that Commander Hawkins who just stormed out of here? She looked quite upset.
I just gave her a little pep talk so she would leave the task at hand to her people.
I guess she's taking it the wrong way?
That's her problem she'll need to deal with. Ooh, what you got there?
I thought maybe today we can have some fried noodles.
Smells great. You're too good to me.
Funny, I was just thinking the same about you.
So I say, that's the main reason those dropship pilots are the armpit of all the types of pilots in the Naval Aviator Service.
No fooling. I don't believe that.
It's true. Those bus driver pilots are where they are simply because they can't cut it in a fighter.
I'm not so sure Lieutenant Antonio sees it the way that you do. Take a look at that.
I think she's just hanging with him because she feels for his sorry, pathetic behind.
You don't know that for certain, sir. I don't think you should openly make assumptions like that. It could be very...
Please! I don't care. I'll tell Antonio in his face.
Tell me what, JG?
I'll tell you that you're nothing but a pantywaist bus driver who couldn't cut it as a fighter pilot, so they stuck you flying dropships.
You're an idiot. Don't you have better things to do instead of running your mouth about things you know nothing of?
Get your finger out of my face, you douchebag!
You just make me, jackass. I'm getting really tired of your crap. Ever since I've been here, all I hear you do is whine about this and that. Sheesh. You want some cheese to go with that?
Why, you son of a...
Guys, don't do this. It's not worth it.
Shut up!
Why don't you step away, Clarke?
Holy crap!
Insubordination, conduct unbecoming, fighting like a couple of schoolyard boys, name-calling, striking a superior officer. Just what the hell were you thinking?
Sir, I was just...
Shut up! I don't want to hear your weak excuses. We are about to go into a battle zone. In actuality, 2 battle zones. The 2 of you have set a bad example for this vessel and have thoroughly pissed me the hell off. I do not need any of this from the likes of you. And as for you, Mr. Clarke, you'd better hope Commander Cadena will recover.
Aye, sir.
Lieutenant Antonio, you are hereby confined to quarters for 2 days.
Aye, aye, sir.
Lieutenant Clarke, report to the brig. You will be confined 2 days there.
2 days? But sir...
3 days! You want to try a week? I didn't think so. You want to fight? Take it to the enemy. You're dismissed.
Aye, aye, sir.
Hey, Clarke, tell me something.
What?
What is it with you and your disgust with dropship pilots?
I don't know. Just frustrated, I guess.
If it means anything, Clarke, you know that female I entered the dining room with?
Yeah?
That was my wife. You see, we each have our reasons for doing what we do.
So, you're really a fast study when it comes to getting to know our fighters.
It's simple, actually. It's not that much different from what the Verdi people flew. I really enjoy flying. When I was younger, I tried to learn all I could about it.
To me, it's the feeling of freedom, you know?
Yes, I agree.
Speaking of free, I hope Hunter will learn to keep his mouth shut so as to not get himself in any trouble again. People can get a little touchy because of something he said.
I think I understand what he's going through, my love. He is searching for a mate.
That's no surprise. When we talk, he's always talking about settling down someday with his dream girl. And I would tell him that to make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs.
Well, then maybe Lieutenant Commander Kadena should be forward and tell him how she feels.
What? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious, dear?
No, not from what I've seen. She's disgusted by the sight of him.
We Verdians have a way of knowing such things. When we women begin to seek a mate, we look for the signs so that we do not interfere with someone's quest.
Oh. Well, I'm so glad you're not in the running any longer.
As am I.
You're an idiot.
What? Commander Kadena? What are you doing here?
I just want to have a chat with you.
Okay. What about?
Why do you act so immature and do these stupid things?
I don't know, I guess. Maybe because I get kind of nervous around certain people.
Certain people? You mean like my kind?
Yeah, I guess.
How's your father these days?
My dad? How do you know of my dad?
I saw him when we first met, back on Tagolia, at the Terran Embassy.
That was you? The girl on the park bench?
Yes.
So, that answers the big question.
Which is?
How old you were?
Listen, why don't you be a man and try to get to know me?
Huh? Well, because I think you're still pissed at me for what I said to you back at the bar when we met.
For starters, I am well past that. About my age, I am 30 of your Earth years. I'm not your grandma's age.
Oh, you heard that, huh?
These things on either side of my head aren't there for decoration. My sense of hearing is far greater than yours, Hunter.
Oh, sorry about that.
Look, Hunter, you've got the potential of being one of the greatest fighter pilots aboard Saratoga. You need to grow up and become a reliable and responsible person. You're wasting your talent on trivial things.
What do you mean?
Your father's attitude sort of rubbed on you. Before you were born, he used to work close to this one Tagolian female. He developed feelings for her, but all of a sudden, she turned to another human and married.
So that's the reason he was how he was. How did you know of this?
Do me a favor. When you get out of here, I want you to research Tagolian culture and our customs. Once you get a greater understanding of my people, then you will understand me. Search your feelings. I can no longer work around you until you do.
Wow. Really?
Yes. The time is getting closer. If you don't mature, you will die.
I'll die? How so? And why?
Read up on my people's culture. Oh, and Hunter?
Yes, Kadena?
I want you to remember this. We have a way of communicating with someone we are getting close to. We don't lie, but you are dreaming.
Ugh.
Kadena, what is wrong?
It has just happened.
Oh my.
So what you're saying is that you have an orbital factory in your system?
That is correct. They were given the order to stay cloaked until they hear from us. even if the planet is overrun.
Was there a reason for this, if I may ask?
Yes, of course. Our queen had been ill. There was no real danger to our warriors on the planet's surface. They will hold the line until they die, or get word from the queen's office on the next order.
That is truly amazing. To hold to the very last man, warrior.
Yes, indeed. On our world, our queen is the key to our success. There's never been anyone to conquer the Verdian people.
So how is Queen Dawana key to victory over your enemies?
When we reach our planet, we will teleport her to the surface. She will then rally our warriors to attack any and all enemy forces on and around our planet.
So then, why was she unable to do this before your arrival here?
Because of the illness I suffered. I was diagnosed with Nodit. It's a disorder in my royal blood. If I'd become upset, I would have changed and become unstoppable. Many of my people would suffer had it not been for your Dr. Nellis.
Yes, I found the cure for her disorder. Now she no longer has any difficulty with her transformation.
Her transformation? What do you mean?
On our planet, I can transform at will to 10 times my normal size. When I rally the warriors, they too will increase in size as well.
Titan-sized Amazon warriors. Fascinating.
Once we've secured the planet and either driven out or destroyed the enemy, we will then reveal our factory. We have many ships there, awaiting orders. We will send with you a detachment to the Confederation Task Force to recover Vega 6 from the Himmi.
We'll have to devise a strategy that will get us past their blockade to Vega 6.
I've got the ship's systems up and running, shield strength much stronger than ever before.
Our fighters have all been through a refit. If there were a way to just drop down...
How about we do that, Captain? Isn't it possible to jump into the planet's atmo, launch fighters and marines, and then jump back out?
That is a great idea. The only drawback is the huge amount of turbulence we will experience.
We will have our forces try to lure the enemy away.
Captain, Recon and 1st Platoon will be ready to deploy. Since we now have a full complement of dropship pilots, they can combat drop my Marines in key sections around the colony.
Commander Hawkins, what is the status of the other task force ships?
Sir, they have just completed the upgrades on the Okinawa and Cerberus. Ready to go when you are.
Kadena, are all our pilots prepared for their mission?
Aye, sir. We will launch multiple 2-ship sorties over the capital. I will also have plans drawn up for tactical insertion on Vega 6 in a few hours.
Very good. All ships will make way for Verdi space in 12 hours. This meeting is adjourned.
Hi, guys. Guess it's been a while. Miss me?
Well, to be truthful, no. I'm just kidding, my man. So did we learn anything from those long, quiet moments with nothing but a pillow?
Yes, I have. I need to become a better leader and to not become so petty all the time.
Wow. What have you done to my best friend? I think he must have switched some bodies with a grown-up.
Seriously. I need to mend my ways before I miss out on the things I've taken for granted.
Speaking of...
Please be seated. As you all know, we are about to begin our incursion into the Verdi system. Our mission objective will be to get to the Verdi homeworld and to teleport the Queen onto the planet's surface. What we are being responsible for is escorting Saratoga to Verdi, while the rest of the task force will provide cover by engaging any enemy vessels who will try to intercept.
So I take it we're not escorting the Marines to the planet's surface?
No, they are not needed on Verdi. Once the Queen is in place, all hell is going to break loose.
Huh? What kind of hell, sir?
Look, I don't have all the details as to what will happen. Why don't you ask Lieutenant Subik? That is, if she wants to tell you about it. While we head for Verdi, the Marine dropships will head for Vega 6 in stealth cover. Chief Tewksbury and his crew had some extra time on their hands, so they modified the dropships. Even though we've been given more Marine bus drivers, we were still short 2 for this particular mission.
Uh-oh.
Gio and Macho Man, thanks for volunteering. Lieutenant Antonio will brief you two on your assignment.
Aye, aye, sir.
Mr. Clarke, just think of it as reparation for your earlier behavior.
Yes, sir.
You will have Mr. Nelson to keep you company. My advice to you, Mr. Clarke? Follow your orders. Do not stray from it, or you will die. Think of the lives that will be in your charge.
Aye, sir. I won't make the same mistake again.
See that you don't. Report to Lieutenant Johansson right away. As for the rest of you, remember your formations and keep an eye on your wingmates. Mandrel?
Yes, sir.
Your assignment has been changed. Lieutenant Subic will be flying with Rico for now. You will fly on my wing. If there is nothing else, then report to your stations at once. Dismissed.
What? What happened to the dropships? Are we going in these? Yeah! Woohoo! Cool!
What's wrong, sir?
No, this is so right! These are the cream of the crop! I didn't know we've got shuttle stars. Wow! I've read up on these. Now this is what we should have had in the first place. These babies got guns and missile defense, and has cloaking tech on top of that. It's like flying a fighter.
Didn't you get the memo, sir? Oh yes, you were on the break at the time, right.
So, easy money. You think you can handle this now?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I just figured you'd much rather be riding your little rocket instead of hanging with us bus drivers.
Since the last time, I've kinda had a little change of heart. Besides, this could very well be one exciting incursion to tell my grandkids someday.
You're just one strange hombre. See you dirt side, Easy.
Excuse me, Commander. Can I speak to you?
What is it, Lieutenant?
About what you told me. I don't think I know where I should begin.
What are you trying to say?
Come on. You know, what you told me when I was in the brig.
Lieutenant, I have never visited you while you were in the brig.
Oh. Then I guess I must have been dreaming.
Yes, I guess you were. Is that all?
I'm sorry I hit you, sir. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. Maybe next time I'll just throw some water on you when you want to fight with someone. Look, I have things to do. Excuse me.
My queen, may your victory come to you swiftly, and death of the enemy by your hands be many. Be strong, my queen.
As for you, my child, be strong. Fight well. May we rejoice on the surface when the smoke clears.
Be strong, my sisters.
Captain's log. All remaining preparations are now complete. The flight crews are now in their fighters and ready to deploy a defense screen for Queen Dawana. When we get close enough to Verdi, we will utilize our newly installed teleporter. Hopefully our work here will be complete. I must commend Commander Hawkins and Chief Tewksbury for their quick thinking, and then motivating their people to make necessary adjustments to our new dropships Admiral Rollings fast-tracked to us. We are now capable of performing a clandestine mission to Vega 6 while we escort the Queen to Verdi. Lieutenant Johansson will give us the signal once our task force makes way and subsequently enters Vega space. Pilot Hunter Clarke will accompany the Marines in our newly cloaked dropships to infiltrate the city.
Captain, all sections report green for operation.
Lieutenant Bartlett, launch the Marines!
Aye, aye, sir. Launch control, you are clear to launch.
Captain, the Marines are away.
Excellent. Commander, set course for Verdi.
Aye, sir. Attention task force. Lock in course for Verdi. Course laid in and ready for jump. On your mark.
Helm, jump!
We are now in Verdi space. The task force has encountered the enemy.
Action stations.
Lieutenant Bartlett, give the scramble order.
Aye, aye, sir. Attention, all fighters. Scramble. Scramble!
Helm, make our heading to our planned location. Best speed.
Aye, aye, sir. Captain, we are now within teleport range.
Understood. Teleporter, get the Queen's party ready to go. Stand by to teleport to the prescribed coordinates.
Captain, 2 enemy frigates headed our way. Starboard.
Prepare to fire the railgun.
Aye, sir. Enemies in firing range. Target is set.
Fire! Teleport, now! Excellent. Lieutenant Bartlett, open a channel to all task force vessels.
Aye, sir.
This is Tremble. The package has been delivered. All task force vessels, hold your advance. Stand by for further instructions.
My sisters, I call on you now. Let us assemble. Vanquish your enemies.
Captain's log. The fight is over on Verdi. The Him-Me invaders were soundly defeated. Those attempting to avoid capture self-destructed. The Queen returned to their normal size. Her people went out to assess the damage from the invasion, and the reports began to file in. The order was given by First Minister Jarek for the factory to decloak. The factory was about the size of a small moon. The Saratoga reached the factory to escort the First Minister there.
I'm sorry you could not remain here long enough for more of our people to assist you in retaking Vega 6, Captain.
Yes. Hopefully, with the technological additions that were in place on all our task force ships, I hope we will have the upper hand on the Him-Me there.
Yes, with the cloaking technology installed on your newer dropships and their speed, your Marines should already be on the ground.
I'm hoping they'll be successful in finding survivors and open a window for us before we get there.
I bid you success in your upcoming battle, Captain. You must return here after it's all over. There is a unification ceremony that will be performed here. I wouldn't want my daughter and son to miss it.
Neither would I. We'll get them back here soon as possible, First Minister.
I won't keep you from your duty any longer, Captain. May God smile on you and your crew.
Thank you, First Minister. See you soon. Well now, this looks like the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
Wow. Will you look at that? If it weren't for these cloaked ships, we would have never made it dirt side.
We're still not there yet, so now is not a good time to celebrate. We must secure an LZ and locate our contact so we can accommodate Saratoga before she gets here.
So I guess there's more to it on this mission than just giving you guys a ride here, huh?
You didn't really think it was going to be that easy, did you? We in Recon have the sweet job. We get to ID hostiles before the main platoon steps in.
Oh well. So much for staying behind watching fits.
Stick with me, Lieutenant. You move when we move, and stop when we stop. You'll do just fine.